explore cultures. For example, with drill music, it's really just an African rhythm sped up to about double the speed and makes it more bouncy.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel smoking cigarette.
What's the difference between a good DJ and a great DJ?
We were studying like rock music and classical music, and you're thinking, oh, the Migos rap like dibba da. That's called a triplet. Oh, triple dibba da, 1 2 3 1 2 3. There's no harm in doing it at your own speed, at your own pace. And I adore and I love the pace that I'm going at.
This is Trezzor-Forever. We met on the street a couple months ago when I was filming a video, and he turned out to be a really nice guy. Trezzor's one of London's hottest up-and-coming DJs. Mixing rap, R&B, drill and hip-hop, he's just recently managed to make the switch to DJing full-time. If you're curious about pursuing music or DJing, then this is the episode for you. I'm here with the one and only Trezzor. How you doing, bro?
Big Seb, how are you, bro? I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I feel like this is quite... I feel like this is meant to be in a weird way, because when we met on the street, for people who don't know, Trezzor and me met on the street where I was doing a series where I interview strangers, and you were one of the few people who actually stopped.
Yes.
We had a nice chat, got along well. Then I happened to bump into Skepta.
Mad.
All went a bit mad. And I think you found some new fans and stuff, which is great to see.
You went viral. You went viral, man. What we on? 200, 300k views now across all platforms?
8 million on TikTok.
8 million on TikTok. Yeah, that was just crazy. It's just weird, man. Like I said, the algorithm was algorithming for you. Definitely had loads of friends that I know and followers, and now new supporters who recognize me and follow me up. So big up to you as well. You put my little tag there and everything. So yeah,
Of course.
Didn't even ask for that and you did it. So appreciate that.
You've always, I think, like, because I've always seen those videos where people, like, they go viral but they don't shout out the people. I'm like, oh, it's kind of a dick move. But anyway, what's the difference between a good DJ and a great DJ?
Oh,
what makes the difference?
I don't know. Don't nobody blast me if you're watching this. You're a DJ. No one blast me. We're all one. I don't know. It depends, because you got DJs that are stuck to like one genre, and I feel like that those are good DJs, and then a great DJ actually, I believe, can do all genres.
Yeah.
Or can adapt to circumstances and situations. So like reading the room is a good thing. If you're playing R&B and you're able to switch the speed up to hip hop or Afro beats, and you can do that strategically for the crowd to still be in the room and have their attention. That's one thing about genres. And then the next thing is again, just adapting. So like I'm so grateful. I've done kitchens, bedrooms, clubs, bars. Did I say weddings?
No.
Yeah, I done my first wedding. Shout out Sneaker Den. We might talk about that later, but just all kinds of things. Baby shower. I done a baby shower. Yeah.
When was that?
Yeah, that was...
Was that a recent one, or was that one at the start?
Last year. So I think before I met you. Just before I met you. Yeah.
That was sick. Yeah, because I've been following your journey. Not for like... I mean, because we only met each other.
Yeah.
What was it? 4 months ago?
Yeah.
4 months ago.
So yeah.
Yeah, I saw how busy you were and like going full time with it, which is a massive thing. So congrats on that.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
And I do I love your energy. I think that's what to me set you apart, was like, because there's lots of DJs, right? But like, you've got the branding, you've got the marketing, and you're fucking going for it. And this is kind of like, before we get onto the first point, something which I'm interested in, because lots of people try DJing, right?
Yep.
Like, why? How can you do it? Like, how do you get to a point where you're at, where you're doing it full time? What is the difference between those who like try it and they like the kind of peak, and then somebody like you who's actually doing it? It might be a simple answer.
I wouldn't say it's a simple answer, because I could literally just say, I just started DJing, and then I started DJing in bigger venues and stuff. But it's a journey. It's really a journey, and it's involved in one of the lessons as well, or the topics that hopefully we'll come across as well. But it's just, I don't know. I just, again, started, okay, it's definitely one of my lessons.
Yeah.
It's just like your networking and stuff.
This is lesson 3 for people.
Yeah.
We're going to get to this one more.
We're going to get to it. But yeah, it's just networking. I always remind myself and stay humble. Humility is a big thing for me. And again, it literally subconscious. My dad's a DJ. Was just in the flow. One Christmas, mum got me a little controller.
Yeah.
Just a decent one.
Yeah.
Just gets the job done.
Like a Newmark kind of 2.
Literally,
a
Newmark mixed track. Hey, they did not pay me for that though.
Yeah.
but yeah, anyways, it was a Newmark. But yeah, and just doing it at home.
Yeah.
I already, because I'm a producer as well. I'm a producer before DJ. So it's an advantage for me with rhythm, knowing songs and stuff like that. So I got it real quick, just being able to mix quick. And my palette of music as well, just have all types in my head.
Yeah.
And then, so kitchens, just birthdays, just doing it for free. Then people were like, oh, I'll chuck you 20 sheet.
Yeah.
And then the main thing was one of my friends, he was starting events and it was mainly house. And I was like, oh, I could do house, but I was like, nah, not yet. Let me practice it. And then he actually had an event where he just got me into this venue, smashed the job, and then the venue.
Ask for you back.
Yeah.
That's sick, bro. Because I hear this and I think like, yes, it's about all the things you say, but it's also, you're clearly very passionate about it. Because, and this comes on to your 5th lesson.
Okay.
But we should, we'll reroute back to this.
Yeah.
The first one is study, research, practice, repeat.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about that. Like why is that a lesson? Why do you think people should do that? How has it helped you?
It just, again, it widens your palette. It makes you understand things more, because anyone can do something, but I think it's very important and even cool to understand why it works or how you got there. So again, studying music, like I listen to a lot of hip hop and R&B and the way vocals are mixed. And then when I went to study music and we were studying like rock music and classical music, and you're thinking, oh, the Migos rap like dibba-da. That's called a triplet. Oh, triple, dibba-da, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Oh, that's what it is. I get it now. So when you, I think I
never knew that. I never knew there was a name for it.
Wait, there you go. Literally, that dibba-da, that flow, is just triplet, and that's used in classical music and rock music, and even in hip hop, like again, rapping and the way instruments are played and stuff. Yeah,
that's mad. And you know, out of all the lessons as well, this was like, I think they're all great, and we're gonna get to them. But this first one, I was like, it caught my eye especially because I was like, I think that is such. It's like a format, it's a way in which I used to, not be afraid of, but I was. Have you seen the book Still Like an Artist?
No, sorry, I'm not really a reader.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not either really, but I listened to it all. Basically, it's kind of saying what you said there. It's like, to become the great artist yourself, you have to like study, research the other greats, see what you like about them. You take all the little bits and you repeat that process, and that's how you find your style, which sounds kind of like,
it's important. I think it's really important. So Trezzor's lesson number 2
here we go.
Explore cultures. And again, it ties into my study and research, because you don't even realize what it is. Like, for example, with drill music, it's really just an African rhythm sped up to about double the speed and makes it more bouncy.
That's mad.
Try it.
Bro,
If you slow down a drill beat or any whatever it is, and you slow it down, it becomes that.
We have to try that after.
Yeah, literally. So exploring cultures. So my mum, shout out Mumsy, very important woman, and why I make music and involved in music today. She grew up. She's from Trinidad, so imagine someone from outside of the UK moving to the UK, and again, so she grew up on 80s, 70s, and 80s music.
Yeah.
Duran, Pet Shop Boys. But my first concert my mum took me was Bon Jovi.
Mad.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi's a fucking G.
Bon Jovi, so John Bon Jovi is the lead singer, but these, it's just so, I'm so, you see, I'm so passionate about, I love it. And again, that's rock music, right?
Yeah.
And growing up, I had a Nintendo Wii. I had every single Guitar Hero.
Mad.
So Black Sabbath, Rolling Stones.
That is crazy.
Killing
this
in the name.
This is what I can see.
Like,
this is what I can see, because it's the passion. When you say like, when I said at the start, can anybody do DJing? Yes, they can, but I think you have to love it, and you love it. Like even for people watching, like if we give that camera a flash, look at this. Oh no, I mean I'm gonna put some visuals up on screen. I'm sure the people watching and listening have seen it in the intro.
This.
But
watch the sleeve.
Oh, it's on there as well.
Oh no,
mad.
And on the back. And on the back.
There we go. There we go.
There
we go. Come on now.
Make sure you're following. I must start a label soon.
You should, bro. You should.
But yeah, man, it's all in the plan. But yeah,
I can see it. So what's an example with number 2, exploring cultures?
So
for like a time which you've used that lesson or like that guiding principle, and it's helped you. Like, what's an example of that?
I'll give you
like, I think do you kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So again, in college, studying music, we were exploring Led Zeppelin. And Led Zeppelin, there was just like a live concert. And I was like, again, I was so passionate. Like, whatever they played, I was like, nah, this is crazy. Downloaded it, flipped it, made it into a hip-hop beat, made a song.
Mad.
I couldn't tell you off the head, but I'll never forget the story. Because again, rock music, I was like, nah, this melody was just speaking to me. It was speaking to me.
That's what I find fascinating as well. Because like, how would you describe your main genre? I guess like, it's more rap, right? Hip hop and stuff like that.
Yes.
But it seems like you bring in all these other elements, other like genres, which people normally, I would suspect there's some DJs or musicians out there who are like, nah, I'm not listening to rock. I'm not listening pop. I mean, maybe pop's too far, but
pop too, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I like some pop, and I love the way you're bringing them all in together. Mm-hmm. Is that part of the exploring culture?
Definitely.
It's taking different elements from things which might not necessarily be your favorite, but you're saying, what do I love about that?
Mm-hmm. Even another simple one. So I'm from Trinidad. Mom is from Trinidad. Trinidad is the West Indies. If you really think about our food, it's curry, it's roti, it's jeera. All of this stuff is from India. Exploring culture. From all the way from there, curry goat, curry chicken. you see?
Everything comes from somewhere else eventually.
Not entirely, but, but you know what I mean? But
yeah.
It's just culture. Like I kind of not realized it. I kind of realized it a bit later, but it was like, damn, like curry's not what? Even curry apparently is England's national dish.
Nah, surely not.
If you
actually it probably is. Fish and chips and that. Fish and chips probably isn't even from here, to be honest. Yeah. The Norwegians, I reckon, they might have been doing it first.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so if we move on to number 3, I believe, the network.
Build your network. Oh my God.
So why is this so important? Why should people prioritize this? Why has it helped you achieve success and become like successful in what you're doing, a better version of yourself? How is building your network? I know it sounds simple, but some people,
I'll give a couple examples. I'll give one, including Seb. Especially, like, for example, I'm on my way to DJ somewhere. A nice guy who's politely asked me, can I stop you to ask you a question? Cool. Find out I'm a DJ. You slap it on there. It's in the video. 300,000 views. Even if you think 10% of 300,000 is 30,000. 1% is 3,000.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. So imagine that, even though like what 0.05% of those viewers probably now know who I am. So now they follow me. So they've met me through you. That's networking. Imagine if I didn't stop.
Yeah, it's because you're open. So I think part of like networking is being a bit open, like being open to the world.
Yeah,
I'm
like, very, yeah. You obviously, you gotta be mindful of what you put out there, what you want to give away and stuff. But it ain't no harm in just saying hi, hello, how are you, and stuff. And comes a long way. Look at now we're
here.
We're here. Come on,
there
man.
we go, bro.
Come on.
Well, thanks for stopping, man.
Hey, thanks for asking, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping me.
Well, this is the perfect example for building network, because you're right. You have to be somewhat careful about it. You can't if there's some like I don't want to say crackhead, will I get cancelled? But yeah, fuck, that's a bit blah blah. Okay, let's say there's somebody who's aggressively running at you,
not nice person,
and not a nice person, and not being polite. Of course, you don't have to receive that, but when you can always listen, right? Like you listen, and if I came across like a dick, or if like I had two, I don't know, mugs behind me, like making shit jokes, you'd probably be like, I'm all right, mate.
Yeah.
But you said and then you contributed to that video, and now,
that's contributed to me getting a couple followers.
It's karma, bro. It's
yeah,
karma.
Good
Give
karma.
and take.
Good karma. Like I can't lie about. There's a nice percentage of my work has come from word of mouth. So
yeah, well, that I found the same thing for myself. Different industry, but like similar. We're kind of freelancers.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So like all my work comes from word of mouth, because once you do one good job, and it's interesting you say this, because I interviewed another DJ 4 weeks ago, and he was called Fatboy Slim. He's like a really big,
I know a DJ.
I know him.
Fatboy Slim.
And he said the same thing. He said word of mouth. Obviously, I mean, having like 10 number ones and being a superstar DJ does help. But
here we go.
Yeah. But he says what helped him at the start to get there is like, I was like, is it kindness? It's like, well, yeah, but I mean, it's not even kindness necessarily, just not being a dick.
Yeah.
Being a nice guy. And that's it. Because now you've got these people in all these different areas. And this kind of comes on to an interesting question I have about this, because I'm curious to see if you felt it.
Yeah.
So when you go after a dream, which it feels to me like you are doing, for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you have, and if you're not a dick, which both of us are not, you like network well, you build that network, you can have people who want to help lift you up.
Yes.
However,
I've
found, I'm curious if you found this, when you go after a dream or when you do something a bit different, maybe it's not the same with music or DJing because it's a bit cooler, but like when I went after my YouTube dream, some people, bad energy. Some people don't like it at the start. I think once you get good, people start supporting it. Once they see the success, they're like, oh yeah, man, you're so creative, you're killing it. I'm like, oh, why? What did you say at the start? You can't do that. Have you found that? How do you deal with it?
Not necessarily. I've definitely experienced it a little bit, but actually, to be honest, when I started DJing, a couple friends who were at the first shows, and they still come to my shows. Got love for them, but they were at the first show.
That's mad.
Yeah.
So your mates were there from day one.
So yeah, for example, with those mates, let's just call them my real good friends.
Your core, yeah.
I'm gonna shout out Malik, actually, my boy Malik. Malik has been to like I'd say 90% of my shows at my residency, right? He was at the first one, and he's been. Sometimes, of course, everyone has a life. They can't come out every weekend. It's my job.
Night.
It's my job to be there every weekend, but it's not their job. But even coming out every weekend, and like, there's some people who know me or whatever, and then it's only like 8 months in now. They're like, "Oh right, yeah. Can you get me in?" I was like,
"Can you get me VIP?"
I was like, "Bro," Malik has paid for every other entry show and whatever, and there's some things where I can guest list and stuff like that.
Yeah.
DJs know what I'm on about as well. They know, you guys know. Imagine, you know that one person, yo, can you get me in, or can you pattern this?
Asking for stuff they don't deserve.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can get guest lists,
yeah.
but like, it's just more of an appreciation thing. Like, I can't lie, if you wasn't there, you're gonna have to build your way up to that place.
I think that's fair.
Because with Malik now, I've built that trust with him, and not trust, that kind of rapport and that friendship, to the point where, you know what, you've actually done a lot for me, and if I can help out, I will help out.
Yeah.
Or just be transparent. Like, there's some times where I'll be like, yo, can't lie, bro, I can get you what, a couple quid off the entry fee or whatever, but that's the most I can do. And then if they can, they will. If they won't, yeah. So that's
still kind, bro.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. That, like, I mean, you're lucky. That's really good that your like mates supported it from the start. I think everybody should.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's just kind of like a friend thing, like.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Malik also, I hope I said his name right.
Yeah.
The fact that he was going to your shows, because there's always a thing where, like, when you become successful, or like, not that, as you said, I don't want to get big-headed or anything, but like, because there's still, well, I speak for myself, there's still, I'm sure of you, there's still a lot more we want to climb, but still, when you reach a certain level of success where like you're doing it full time, which is an accomplishment achievement some people can't do or really want.
Mm-hmm.
When you get there, it's a lot easier for people to then start believing in you.
Yeah.
But those guys, and I have the same, there's only two of them really.
Handful.
Yeah. When the people who believe in you, when you technically like have nothing to show for it. And they know you, so they like have trust, but when on paper, like, if you've only been DJing for 2 months and they're like encouraging you, I think those are the best. That's how you know you're real people. Do you agree?
100%.
I love that.
100%, bro.
Okay, Trezzor's number 4. Trezzor's
4.
life lesson 4.
Have more than 2 plans. Don't have just A and B, man. You want to have a couple more than a couple. For example, with me becoming a DJ, similar story to kind of most people. I was in uni, working and DJing at a point. So if I wanna get my trainers, my Ono jacket, which you should save your money for, come in soon. But
link down below.
You get me?
If it's out by March.
So yeah, with stuff like that, you need to have money to do that. You need to afford it. There's one thing, buying and affording. Anyone can buy it, but to afford, that's a different thing. Because imagine like having a paycheck and then you make what, 600 a month, and then you want to go and buy a 200 pair train, like a 200 pound. It's crazy. There's stuff like
I've
that.
been guilty of it.
Me too. But I was deep in it. But luckily I just kind of learned early. So this is why I'm telling you guys now. So hopefully you start doing my lessons now. But yeah, sorry. So with the 2 plans, so I was DJing, working, and uni. And it was getting tough. It was getting real tough. But I was loving the DJing. Yeah. But DJing wasn't paying that much. Neither was uni. So I had to do my part-time job. I had to do my 20 hours a week. And that was so much. And shout out to all my people that are doing 40 hours a week, man.
Where was it?
How you do it.
Was that a pub or
Nah, man. I'm not even gonna say where. I'm not even gonna say where it is, man. Because they got paying for that. Nah, I had a cool little
slay.
Had a cool little retail job where I was in store and I was in a warehouse. I could describe the job I was doing. So I was in store.
Yeah. We can't tell too many details because this episode gets 500,000 views. Then I mean, come on now, that's 5K.
I manifested it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so had all of that, and it was getting tiring. And uni as well, while I was studying, it was cool. I was actually studying music production, but because I was already making beats before going to uni, and then going into uni, and they were teaching me stuff that it was a bit mad. But I still stuck to it. I got to 2 years, and again, you got to be mindful about it because it's a serious decision if you want to be dropping out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was blessed to have a very cool principal. Shout out Simon. If you see this, you know who you are, Simon, and where you're from and what uni I went to. But yeah, nah. I was in London somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But again,
yeah.
I want to keep it all mysterious. I want you guys to try and dive in, man. I kind of like it for people to dive in.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. So I had to sit down with Simon, and I was like, it's getting tough. I have a plan. I really love this DJing, but doing this and this and this, it's a bit tough. And then he explained to me how there's a clause in the uni contract to have an intermission. So it's an intermission, you can take some time off and you decide whether you want to come back or not. And so yeah, took the time off.
Nice.
So now I had the retail job and the DJing.
One less thing.
Yeah.
More time to focus.
Exactly. And then cool. So I'm managing my timetable now, trying to sort out bookings monthly in advance. Luckily, I've got a residency now, so I knew I was getting X amount.
Yeah.
And then
That's sick,
working.
bro.
So I was doing both, just as a side hustle.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
Whatever. And
well, congrats on doing that, bro. Like to anybody who like manages to, because it is a scary thing. I was gonna do it. I wanted to do it. I'll be honest, I regret I didn't, but it was because I was doing an entrepreneurship course.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in Bristol, and I still passed. And it was because mainly my parents almost had a heart attack.
Oh gosh.
So I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no. So I stayed, but I would recommend that. Do you think people, if they've got a passion like yours, should drop out?
That's what I'm saying. Have your plans, because I knew if I was to drop out, I've got my residency and I've got my retail job. So I
you
know
had
I'm still
security.
doing something. Yes, because you can. I mean, by all means, if you want to take a risk, it's up to you, and it's a gamble. But sometimes having that more than a couple plans, it works out, and it kind of works out in your favor, and then it gives you now the power to decide if I want to have this or that. Because honestly, bro, if I could have just stopped everything and had nothing and worked, I would have had to work 10 times harder. So the couple more than a couple is like just having that security and that safety.
Okay, so I find this quite fascinating
Yeah.
because I'm coming to agree with you that having like a plan or two plans or more plans is good. But I used to think you have to have a plan A, and if you have a plan B, it's going to reduce your ambition for the plan A. Like, do you know what I mean? Having your back to the wall, being like, this is the only option. I have to make this work. Do you think that's a real thing? Or do you think when people say that, it's kind of like stupid? Like, is it not actually true? Because clearly you're a very ambitious person. And one of your life lessons is have more than two plans.
Yes. So, but stemming from that now, so my plan A was always to be doing music. So in my theory, my plan B was just the work and the uni and whatever. And again, I had that mentality. I have to do something in music. I will. And I will do something in music. That's plan A. It's always been plan A. But sometimes you just have to be realistic, because if you're an independent as well and you don't really have, some people that are less fortunate, they don't have budgets or they don't have money to do stuff. So again, that's why I had to have my part-time job. If I wanted to get my decks, I had to earn the money to do that. If I wanted to travel, I have to earn the money to do that. So again, I have to get my laptop, I have to do that. So
that's kind of what I think. I hope I'm not cutting you off there, but
no, man.
On that point, because it's like, it's very easy for people to say that. But here's two people, you definitely, and I also know for myself, like, I really want to make this thing happen, but you also do have to plan. Yeah. Because like, I have had times where I've taken that advice too far of not planning at all, but I'm just, then I've run out of money. It's like, well, fuck,
It's
now
just hard. It's
now
just
I've
harder.
got, yeah, and it. So I think you can be like strategic, yeah, with it, and like have plan A's, have plan B's, still going ham on the plan A. But yeah, but like but having ways to actually finance yourself. Because if you run out of money, the reality is, yes, some people's dream goes great the first time, and they have like 5 of what I had with Skepta, it back to back. But the reality is, I think for the majority, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The dream can take 6 years sometimes to like get to a point where you're stable enough to be like, take the gas off the accelerator. Super interesting.
Kind of goes into number 5 as well.
Let's go.
So, don't chase. Trezzor's lesson number 5. Don't chase money. Money isn't everything. Don't chase the money. In this life, you actually want to get the money to work for you. You got to work for money. Someone said it to me as well. I can't remember, but actually I know who it was. It was my bro Selly. Shout out Selly. You want to get that money to work for you.
I think I get it, but can you expand a little bit? And I'm saying this more for the people, you know, who like, I get what you're saying.
I think you could you say it's like property, buy a property and you're renting that out. So that house now is just working for you now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because you're getting money on
stuff
that.
like that.
Increases by 10% or something.
But yeah, so that's just one example. But you want to kind of get that in your own way, because again, with my brother Selly, we've made a whole entire project. I've co-produced it with an artist, and we done it all on FaceTime, not even being in the same room.
On FaceTime?
On FaceTime. Okay, we've had to go. We have to go in studio to sort stuff out, but we've coordinated a whole project.
That's so FaceTime. Sick. I love that way. Like, not even scrappy necessarily, but it's like there's something beautiful about that. Like when you first start, even when you've already got the equipment, just doing something like rapid, because it doesn't always have to have high equipment like this. There's more cool things. Like, does it sound good?
There's kids on TikTok using their phone, an app on their phone to make songs, and they're getting millions of streams.
Exactly.
Like, do you know how crazy that is? Not in a big studio with all of this stuff, no mastering, no nothing. You've made something on your phone independently.
Or something, yeah.
And now you got like 1 million streams and 1 million followers and all that.
It's crazy. It shows that it is the idea. Like even this show, or the one, and not to bring it back because I don't want to like talk about myself, but to even that Skepta video, like the editing was it's pretty basic. Anybody could do that, but it's an idea like that, and it's more so music.
That's what you want to do. If you're really passionate about it, you're really passionate about.
There's no excuses, bro. There is
passion over money, bro. Passion over money.
Yeah.
And bro.
Talk to me about that. What's that gut feeling?
It's
Try explain, or like maybe if you like, it's the gut feeling when you like know something's good when you're making a song and you're like,
with me and DJing.
Yeah,
literally with me and DJing and just fully doing DJing now.
Yeah.
And everything happened into place. So I'll tell you as well with the story. So my place where I was working, it was closing down. I could have transferred to another store or whatever, but I just claimed the redundancy.
Yeah.
So I was made redundant. So because I was at this place for a while, I got a little bit of money from them.
Yeah.
And put half of it aside, so save that.
Smart.
And then I would say right now I'm on a float, so I know every month I'm getting X amount. I'm always gonna have that amount, but as long as I'm getting X amount, I know I have X amount.
Yeah.
As long as I'm getting A, it doesn't matter because I'm always gonna have X. Whatever A is, I put a little bit away, and then that could be petrol, insurance, bills, but I'm always gonna have that money.
Bro, that's smart. That's one thing I'm really bad at. I need to learn from you about
I had still had some grounding from Mumsy, because before I'm a shoe fanatic. I'm a sneakerhead, so I have loads of sneakers.
Well, I was gonna say this on the point. I saw those custom, oh no's. Those, was it not the Jordans? What's that? You know the ones I'm talking about. With their white,
the laser. Yeah, so that's my boy Lorenzo G, man.
I've done the same thing before. You need to meet Daniel Cordas.
Okay. But yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take you off the point.
No, it's even me. That's just when you're investing in stuff. Like even with me, I bought some new decks, cost me a lot, but I know keep making my content.
Yeah.
I get the bookings now, and I just make it back.
Yeah.
So again, I don't really. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be all of this. Sometimes I think as well. I'm a cheapskate. I love a discount. If I can get a discount, I'm Googling what discount is. And then sometimes you have to invest in
because it's going to last longer and it's better.
Yeah. But you don't really have to chase it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Just take your time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
There's no harm in doing it at your own speed, at your own pace. And I adore and I love the pace that I'm going at.
I love that. I think that's quite rare for somebody in the process to be loving it. It's something I'm trying to improve on. I think it's something a lot of people.
I can't lie. It's the gut feeling and the good karma, bro. I feel like all this good energy is just coming back. Like again, and the word of mouth. I'm really grateful.
You're flying,
man.
Mate. You're flying.
It's all about the energies, man. Chase vibrations, passion, and then all of that. Chase vibrations and don't chase the money, man.
That's
the
sick.
Money comes and goes. Moments go.
This is also the thing, right? Because when you're at the end of your life, not to sound too Jay Shetty-esque on like one of those Facebook videos, but it's true. And it's what my whole channel's about. When you're at the end of your life, you're not going to sit back. I mean, I think money can be really great for some things like freedom. Like that's nice, right? But you're not going to think back and like, oh, I had Ferrari. Like maybe one memory of that. Nice. You're going to remember the moments, like those experiences, how you felt.
Yep.
You're not gonna sit back and go, 10 mil. Like if you've lived a life with no great moments and you got 10 mil, you'd be depressed.
Yep.
So it's about the moments, and I love that so much. I guess 2 questions quickly to end the interview. It's been great.
Yeah. We could do this for hours, by the way.
Yeah, we could. Maybe we have to do a round 2.
Energies, man. Come on, man.
Okay, so like what's your dream? What's the bigger picture dream?
My dream is just to keep doing what I love, get paid for doing what I love, but just keep doing what I love mainly.
Let's go.
Keep doing what I love, man.
That's so sick. And do you really love every part of it? Like, is it just?
I'm just loving it. It just think about it. Just if you really think about it right now, if I didn't stop and answer your question, we wouldn't have been here.
It's pretty mad.
If you really think about it, I could have really said, nah, F you, Seb. Nah, man, I'm not in the mood to chat to you.
Bro,
nah,
someone should do a film about that. Like the 2 paths. The person who says no more.
Red pill, blue pill.
I haven't seen that.
Nah, it's kind of. I think it's from Matrix. Take the pill, whatever. But
it's that same. It's like there's 2 parts. Yeah, there is. You could have so easily, as most people did, say no. But because you're an open person and you choose to, put good energy out there and like, I guess being more optimistic. I guess probably, and then that, or just open to things. And now we're here.
Yeah, be open, but also just remember yourself and your reasonings. And again, you got to think about the options.
Yeah, definitely. You shouldn't just rush into things necessarily.
Don't rush.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Trezzor-Forever. It's been a pleasure.
Seb one.
We met up. We did it.
Thank you,
bro.
Man.
Thank you, bro.
Come on.
Missed out the fist bump.
Yeah.
All right.